Inspiring, very inspiring for sure. And then the last question is a relationship question. Obviously, yeah, we're gonna get there. Yeah,
Right,
relationship
right.
question. Okay, fine. So that's how it goes actually. So you see your best friend's partner cheating.
Okay.
What would you do? Would you tell them? Would you stay out of it? What would you do in that situation?
Well, this is more of a critical one, you know.
Assalamu alaikum. ¿Cómo estás? Ilijani. Welcome back to Brainwaves Unplugged, where we keep all topics unhinged. I'm your host, Keith, and today is a good day because we're blessed to have a guest, one that I think is going to be very interesting, Calvin. Nice to have you.
Nice to be here.
Okay, so can you just tell the audience, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Alright, what's up everybody? So like you said, I'm Calvin, but my peers know me as ISO. I'm a dance choreographer and currently part of a dance group, Do You Crew. You can check it out on Instagram or YouTube. So Do You Crew for me is like one of the best things that I've been a part of here in India. And we've participated in quite a number of dance competitions so far. For example, one of the major competitions that we've participated in is the one in KGP, Kharagpur in West Bengal, and we were the finalists. And here in our own institute, I participated in a solo dance competition and I was the winner. So yeah.
Actually, that's a big flex.
Hey,
You won, you won.
I won.
Does that? Like when someone tells you that I'm good at something, usually for you to believe them, they need to show you evidence.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what was the prize? Were they prizes?
Yeah, definitely there was a prize. So I got merchandise.
Merchandise, yeah.
Yes, I got like a whole lot of merchandise, keep merchandise, and a huge certificate. And of course the money is yet to come.
The money is yet to come.
Yeah,
The bag is coming. Yeah, for sure. No, it's great to have you actually. It's great to have you. Guys, he's a choreographer, he dances. I remember watching, I actually watched the dance that he did in the finals. Right?
Yeah.
And when I watched it, he wasn't dancing. He wasn't dancing. That wasn't dancing, right? He wasn't dancing, it was more of art, right? It was painting. It was more like you're painting.
Okay.
It was artistic. It was beyond anything that I was telling my friend, I have a friend John, and I was telling him, this is not dancing. This is not. I wouldn't say this. Like if you say like watch someone dancing, I wouldn't come and watch you dance, bro. You understand? Because it was different. It was like, yo, what's up, man? For sure. All right. So today we have a game that we want to play. We have a game that we want to play. Actually, so the name of the game is What Would You Do?
What would I do?
What do you do? Yeah, that's the name of the game. All right. So the way the gameplay works, so that I explain for everyone, is I'm going to give you a situation. All right. And then you're going to tell me what you do in that situation.
Okay.
Then of course I'm going to ask why. Because obviously asking why is the most important fact of all, right? And you want to understand how you think, and yeah. So can we start?
Definitely.
Okay. So the first question is going to be a moral and ethical question, right? So we want to know what you do on a moral and ethical manner. Okay, fine. So you have a button in front of you. Okay, you have a button in front of you. Each time you press it, you get $10,000. But someone random dies in the world. What would you do?
That's a tight one.
That's a tight one.
So if I press this button,
You get
someone in the world dies.
Someone in the world, but you get 10,000.
But I get 10,000.
Yeah.
I wouldn't press the button.
You don't press the button.
I wouldn't.
Okay, fine. What if we up the stakes and say and put it at 100,000 per person?
I still wouldn't press the button.
Why?
I feel like being responsible for someone else's death is a heavy burden to carry,
Right.
And I really wouldn't want to experience that, like even if I do not know the person, I really wouldn't want to be responsible for someone's death.
Okay, that's true. Okay, fine, that's true. But let's make an assumption, right? I know that on a daily basis, a lot of people die.
Yeah.
And people die daily, right? So I'm going to change it and say, what if we say that we're going to give you like someone's already died, right? And they're left with like 30 minutes or 15 minutes for them to die.
Yeah.
Would you press it? Like just press it, they die. We already know they're going, right? We know it.
Yeah.
Would you press the button?
No.
Still not.
I still wouldn't press the button.
Why? Still.
You know, if someone is dying,
Yeah.
you know, I believe like that little time that they have, be 15 minutes or 30 minutes, is very important to them and the people that they love. You know, if I were in the same shoes, you know, I would want those 15 minutes to express whatever I have to express to the people that I love. You know, because it means quite a lot to me. It's very important.
Ish, okay, fine. You're educating me because I'm saying it differently. The way I think, it's not the same, right? Because I feel like if I was to ask this question to everyone at home, they would process like 10,000, like 100,000, like just press. You understand? Yeah, but I like your answer though. I like your answer. It's a very good answer. Okay, let's go to the next part. So the next part is about wealth and success. So the question goes like, so if you were given $100,000 to start a business in a week, what would you do?
All right, so this one is easy. Right?
Yeah.
As a dance choreographer, you know, growing up in Zimbabwe, I've realized that there's a lot of talented people out there, you know, but they're not really getting the opportunities or the recognition that they deserve, mainly because they're not associated with professional studios or companies, you know, because usually when they approach someone to try and give them a job, they look at who you've worked with and what you are under, like a brand of some sort, right? So I would actually build like a dance studio or an academy of some sort, you know, to give them that platform to be signed under something, you know, so that when we approach companies, you know, to try and get them to work with these individuals, it becomes quite an easy process, you know.
So we give you money, you give it back. That's interesting, actually. That's interesting, right? It touches me a lot because, you know, you are talking about the youth, firstly.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're talking about talent that's untapped, which is something that a lot of people don't focus on, right? I can see you really care about your passion. You're very passionate about what you're doing, right? Because if you were to give someone like my age $100,000, if I was to give a lot of people my age $100,000, bro, they would buy cars, clothes, iPhones.
Really?
Those are the first things that you do. Of course, the question is talking about a business, but and most people don't have an idea. I just asked you a question, and you said this is an easy question, right? It's easy because it's something that I like that. It's very inspiring for sure. And then the last question is a relationship question. Obviously, we have to get there. Relationship question. Okay, fine. So that's how it goes actually. So you see your best friend's partner cheating.
Okay.
What would you do? Would you tell them? Would you stay out of it? What would you do in that situation?
Well, this is more of a critical one, you know. Firstly, you know, it's two-sided. I really wouldn't want to be responsible for whatever downfall that occurs between him and his partner, you know. So to a certain extent, I would feel like telling him would actually ruin a lot. But since he's my best friend, I believe me and him have that comfortable relationship whereby we can talk about anything. I can openly tell him if something is wrong and his partner is doing something, right? Yeah. So actually, I think I would tell him.
You tell him?
I would.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think, like, if for girls, I don't know, girls call each other what? Sisters. For real, like, I think girls, don't they have like another way that they call us like sisters? Okay, fine. If your brothers and sisters, like, I feel like, if your partner is cheating, you have to be as honest. Just be true. Don't even ask questions. Just tell him that's what's happening, right? But as well, I like the way you answered it because it shows wisdom. Wisdom is the ability. You're not looking at conflict and saying this is conflict. You're analyzing the conflict and what the conflict can actually do, right? And the effects that the conflict, what your actions can actually cause, and the effects of your actions towards that conflict. So, if you were to tell him, let's assume you wanted to marry this girl, right? That becomes an issue.
Yeah,
Okay. Then the question as well becomes, there's certain. Cheating is cheating, bro. I'm trying to justify it, but cheating is cheating. Cheating is cheating. But I like your answer though. You tell him for sure. But it's a scary one, bro. It's very scary. But like my question, this one is like a personal. After telling him, you can't just walk up to someone and say you're cheating. So would you like do an investigation? Would you like actually try to find out and have evidence that they're cheating with your friend? Would you try to do that? Or you just say she's cheating, let's leave?
I think I would have to have like some solid
evidence. Yeah, to make it believe.
Yeah, obviously he would want to know, how do you know?
How do you know? Like, yeah, how do you
Yeah,
find
and
out?
I do not have any proof, you know,
Yeah.
so I obviously think maybe, I'm
You're
trying to
like,
do something.
you're trying to do something.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fine. So actually, let's look at the last. This one is the extra for the audience. It's actually for the audience, but I want to hear your thoughts as well. So please, guys, leave in the comments what you think on the last one. This is for you, right? So the last one goes like this. What would you do, right, if you witness a robbery, but the thief is stealing to pay for their child's surgery? Let me say it again. What would you do if you witness a robbery and the thief is stealing to pay for their child's surgery? Let's assume that you already know the thief, right? You already know they want to pay for this surgery and that's why they're stealing. What would you do? Would you report them? Would you stay out of it? What would you do in that case?
Okay, so the thief is stealing to pay for the child's surgery.
Yes.
Alright.
What would you do?
Okay, this may sound a bit wrong, but I think I'll turn a blind eye.
You turn a blind eye.
I'll literally ignore it.
Yeah. Are you ignoring it because of the child or because no snitching? People have this thought of, I don't want to snitch.
Because of the child.
Because of the child. Completely about that. Yeah. I actually once asked the person this question, and their answer was, I would wait for the child to recover or to get the help, and then I'll report.
Okay.
Very interesting, right? That's very interesting. Right. So
very
what we're going to do simply is we're going to leave the links to all the channels in the description. Then we just plead with everyone to just support you. I know that during the year you have a lot of things scheduled. And
yes,
I do. And you're going to be killing it. So we would love to be a part of that, right? We'd love to be part of the family. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to just join us and have fun. It was actually I learned a lot.
Thank you for having me. It was very fun.
Yeah, for sure. Alhamdulillah.